Producers, have you ever thought to yourself, I feel like I've tried everything under the sun to sell beats. I've tried a YouTube type beat channel. I've tried BeatStars. I've tried marketing myself online, but I can't seem to get consistent sales. Well, I'm here today to tell you that if you have the right process and the right system in place, there's really only 4 or 5 things that you can do to sell beats outside of the traditional post on YouTube, post on BeatStars. And this is not be consistent. This isn't work hard. This isn't work on your beats. This is actual, real, logical advice that you can apply to your business and start seeing some results almost instantaneously. So before I show you this, what I want to tell you is that I have taught 28 producers how to scale from 400 to 4,000 a month from beats using the exact same system and the exact same scripts that I use in my business. And it's not using YouTube, it's not using BeatStars. So if you're working hard at posting content online, posting beats on YouTube, and you haven't seen success or you haven't pushed past that $1,000 a month barrier, then what I'm here today to tell you is that you don't have to be stuck in that permanently. You can actually switch that around in as little as 90 days. And in cases like the case I'm going to show you today with one of my students, he did it in 60 days. He made $2,500 in just 60 days. So if you're done listening to generic advice on YouTube about how to sell beats on YouTube and you want an alternative that's proven and that you can utilize instantly without doing a lot of legwork, then DM me the words mentor on Instagram at Kobe Sample Source. If you DM me the word mentor, once again, that's at Kobe Sample Source on Instagram, then what we can do is a free coaching call where I walk you through the main diagnosis for your business that you can change and start seeing more results. And that's completely free. It's just through Instagram audio. So if you want to set up that call for free, DM me the word mentor on Instagram. And now let's get into the video. So DV is a producer I worked with in one of my programs, and he worked really hard and got great results. He got to $2,500 in 60 days. So I want to show you what his testimonial was, and then I'm going to show you what we did in order to hit those numbers consistently and start making money very quickly within just a couple of months.
So his methods and teachings with how to deal with artists and interact with them was the game changer for me. It basically took my $30 to $50 sales to $200 to $500 sales. I have made about $2,500 from doing his course, and it's been 2 months since I've done his course.
So we saw really great results from the program in very little time. And so now I'm going to walk you through the things that he had in place so that he could see those results. So I'm going to go over to my whiteboard and show you all of the components that we put into his business and the ones that he already had so that you can apply it to your business. So the number one thing that he had in his business already established is the one thing that every producer should really have, which is a personal brand. And so what a personal brand means is simply connecting your production with your person so that you can showcase your beats and the artist can see and hear them, and that way they're going to trust you a lot more when you're messaging them. So instead of going onto YouTube and posting type beats, which we're doing before and every producer has done, and 99% are just not going to see the success that they want, and they'll only make a few dollars, maybe a few hundred, maybe a few thousand over the course of the year, but they're not really going to hit their financial goals using YouTube. So if YouTube is working for you, that's amazing. And I love that it's working for you. But for producers that it doesn't work for, what we're going to do instead is what I'm going to show you right now. And this is reaching out to artists one-on-one. So these are one-on-one reach outs. So you can call it sending DMs. You can call it cold DMs. You can call it guerrilla marketing. All of those terms, but really we're just going to reach out to artists, and these are not just any artists. They got to make the same style of music that we make, and they also have to be talented, because whenever we go and reach out to them, we want to reach out to artists that we want to work with, because this approach requires that you are genuinely interested. If you're just spamming artists and you don't care about working with them, then you should just go and use YouTube, because that's not genuine. That's not unique and different. And so what I do is a little bit different than that. So I reach out to artists that I really love, and that way they're going to resonate with that, and they're going to know that I'm being honest. And the way that they'll know is the third step. So after we reached out, I send them through 9 DMs to get them onto an Instagram audio call. I spelled audio wrong, so you guys will just have to forgive me for that. So we're going to get them onto an Instagram audio call, and this is really for like 30 minutes. We're just going to try to get their guards to come down, get them to be honest with us, about what their goals are and that type of thing, what they're wanting to do with music. And we're not selling anything to them on the call. You shouldn't be mentioning a price tag. And this is where most producers will really fall off, is that they get onto phone calls, they mention prices, and then what does the artist say? They go say, that sounds good. Let me get back with you. Wait until Friday when I get paid. I'll have to think about it. They're going to hit you with these objections, and then you're sitting there waiting and wondering, why haven't they paid me money yet? They said everything sounded good. And the reason why is because they're not committed to your beats. So they have to be committed to the beats. They have to hear the product first, and they have to really, really desire the product, and you have to get clear on that. And so the way that I do that is, instead of selling on that call, what I do at the end of that first call is to pitch them just on getting onto a Zoom call with me. So I want to get onto a Zoom call, and this is for the sole purpose of like previewing beats, is what a lot of people think. They think like, oh, I'm just going to show them my beats, just going to share the screen, share the audio, show them my beats, and then, okay, now I'm doing exactly what Kobe's doing, and they're going to purchase my beats. And so it's a little bit different than that. So really what we're doing on this call, we're going to do what's called framing the call. So they're going to show up financially qualified because we framed the call. And once they show up and they're ready to put some money down, if everything sounds good on the call, then at the beginning of that call, I do another frame. And that frame is basically just, hey, like, be honest with me. If you don't like these beats, we're not going to move forward, right? So that's really that frame too. And what a frame is, it's a mental shift so that people can view things through the same lens that you're viewing it through. So using frames is a major way that you can get sales on these Zoom calls. And what I mean by getting sales is this fifth step. At the end of the call, what do you want them to do? You're going to close the sale. And so whenever somebody says, oh, I sold this much in beats this month, they just haven't paid me yet, but I set up all of these deals. Really, you don't have a sale until they pay you. And so the whole point of this strategy is so that they're going to pay you at the end of the call. And so that's why DV made so much money. He kept sending screenshot after screenshot in the group, in our program, and he was making $280 here. He was making $100 here, and that type of thing. And so if we're able to raise our price, he was charging $250 plus. And so you do that, and you do it times 10, and what do you get? You get what he made, an average of about 5 beat sales a month. So we're not selling a lot of beats per month, but if we just sell about 1 a week, we get to 1,000 a month. So those are the 5 moves that DV made to get past $1,000 a month and make almost $3,000 in just 60 days. And this is start to finish. This isn't him starting on the process immediately. We actually went through quite a few phases before we even started doing this. So it happened really, really quickly. And that's one of the lies that a lot of people think, is that it takes a long time to build something up before you can actually monetize it and make money. But if you follow those 5 steps, that's going to give you enough leverage to actually make money a lot faster. And this is something that Warren Buffett said. He said, it's not about how hard you row. It's about which boat you actually get into. And so if we get into a boat that has a higher capability, that's faster, has a better engine, then we don't have to row really fast. All we have to do is pick the right vehicle, and then we can make a lot of money really fast. So hopefully that sheds light a little bit on the process and system that I use and how that kind of ties in and works. Now, if you guys want more information, if you want to know a little bit more about the process and get a free coaching call with me and get some mentorship so that you can actually put this into practice and make it work for you. Like I said, I've helped 28 producers to get past 400 to even 4,000 in a month. I've had 6 producers do $2,500 or more in a single month. So if you want more help, then let me help you. We can do a 20-minute call. It's completely for free. It's a coaching call, and I can go and ask you a few questions so that I can get more information on your business. And then I'll show you exactly what you need to do in order to get more business and to sell more beats. So to schedule that, all you got to do is DM me the word mentor on Instagram at Kobe Sample Source, and I'll just reach out, find a day and time, and then we'll just chop it up for a second. So if that sounds good, then make sure you just go ahead and DM me the word mentor on IG, and I'll talk with you soon. Hope this video was helpful and shows exactly how my students are super successful and how I teach my process, how you can replicate it in any genre. And if you work hard and you have good beats, then you're going to be able to utilize this and scale minimum to $1,000 in a month. So I'll talk with you guys soon. Hope this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.